Hi guys, I wanted to make a video today talking about my favorite way to teach our dogs to be calm and focused around a variety of distractions. Now, this is something that I have been working on my entire career as a dog trainer, over 10 years now, trying to find the best way to quickly and effectively help dogs be calm and focused around a variety of distractions, whether those be pet dogs, sporting dogs, or service dogs. And this is the protocol that I have, as of today, to date, found to be the most effective protocol for that, partly because it's just really effective as far as our dog is concerned, but also because it seems to be very user friendly and very easy for the human to implement and to use. And if it's not easy enough for us to use, then the effectiveness goes down, right? So this is the engage disengage game. Now, I did not come up with this protocol or with this game, as it's called, and I actually can't exactly remember who did. If you know, put it in the comments below. But this is the PDF that I am the most familiar with. This is the one that I have used. I did not create this, so full credit goes to the people who created this, and you can see it at the bottom. So there's a copy right there. Choose positive dog training. I will put the link to this PDF and their website in the description below. Now, this, like I said, is my favorite protocol, partly because it is so effective and partly because it is so user-friendly. Essentially, the engage disengage has two steps, okay? There is level 1, where we are going to mark and reinforce our dog for engaging with the distraction, so looking over at the distraction. And then level 2, where we begin to reinforce our dogs only for disengaging from the distraction. So in level 1, and this is all outlined on this PDF. So let's just look at this PDF really quick, and then we'll jump into some video examples as well. So in level 1, we're going to click and reinforce our dogs for engaging with the distraction. Now, I'm a huge fan of a clicker as a marker, but of course you can use any marker here. But you're going to start a distance away from the distraction that your dog can be successful. So we need to be far enough away from the distraction that when you click, your dog actually looks back at you for the click. So step 1, start at a safe distance away from the trigger, so that's the distraction, where your dog is not reacting. Be quiet and still so your dog notices the trigger on his own. Step 2, at the precise moment that your dog engages by looking at the trigger, click. When your dog turns his head towards you after the click, feed a treat. There are a couple of important pieces here. If your dog reacts, so if he barks or something like that, or is not turning back to look at you after the click, you need to move further away from the distraction to reset. So we need to get further away so that our dog can be successful. The goal here is to have 3 to 5 repetitions in a row at the same distance before moving on to level 2. A successful repetition is when your dog immediately turns back to look at you after the click. Okay, so in this level 1, we are clicking and treating our dogs for looking over at the distraction. Okay, but we're clicking them for looking at the distraction. When they look back at us, we're delivering the treat. Remember, if your dog barks the distraction, or if he cannot look at you after the click or whatever marker you're using, you need to move further away from the distraction. So then once we have 3 to 5 successful repetitions of that, then we're going to move to level 2, which is the disengage level, right? So this is where step 1, we're going to let the dog notice the distraction, but now wait 1 to 5 seconds to see if he will offer to look away from the distraction and at you. So if your dog can't do this, you need to move back to level 1. The moment your dog looks at you, click, then deliver the treat. Remember, if your dog reacts to the distraction or if he's not looking back towards you in order to earn the click and the treat, we need to move further away from the distraction. We want 3 to 5 successful repetitions of this before we move closer to the distraction. And that's really important. Now, one of the reasons that I love this protocol is because she outlines that so clearly here. What is the goal of level 1? What is the goal of level 2? So here's a video of me working on this with my little terrier, Izzy. Now, she's not a service dog candidate. She never was, but she is the least trained dog in my home. And so she helps do a lot of demos for our academy students because she doesn't know all the behaviors like, you know, Kenzie or Leo at this point, for example. So we're doing the engage, disengage here. We're starting with level 1 and it moves to level 2 very organically here. So we're gonna watch this. So you can see that in this video, I have a helper creating distractions for me, right? You can do this way. You can do this with naturally occurring distractions. But you're gonna see starting with level 1, I click the moment she looks at the distraction. We're gonna do that a couple of times. And then I'll wait for her to look at me before I click. So there we moved up to level 2. And now that we've had 3 to 5 successful repetitions of level 2, we're ready to get closer to the distraction, right? Here's another video of level 2. This is another helper pushing a garbage can past. So there I click when she looks back at me, right? So then level 1, we clicked when she looked at the distraction. Here I'm clicking when she looks back at me. And if at any point she couldn't be successful, I would move further away from the distraction or potentially lower the intensity level of the distraction. Because when we talk about distraction training, we have a few different pieces of the distraction. We have our distance from the distraction, how difficult the distraction is itself. We also have the intensity level of the distraction. So if, for example, we're working around like other dogs as the distraction, there's a great difference between another dog sitting calmly looking at his owner and a dog who is barking at my dog, right? Those are two very different intensity levels. So if my dog is not successful in either level 1 or level 2 of the engage disengage game, I'm going to either lower the intensity level of the distraction or I'm going to move further away. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button below and subscribe to the channel. If you have questions or if you would like a video, if you'd like to post a video of you and your dog trying this, the best place for that is going to be in our free Facebook group, Train Your Service Dog with Confidence. And remember, I will have the link to this PDF and anything else we've talked about here in the description below.